Good morning, everyone. Today is Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. The time is 9:30 a.m. And this is a pre-hearing conference, the matter of Robert Devine before the Massachusetts Peace Officer Standards and Training Commission. We are convening remotely over Zoom, and this pre-hearing conference is open to the public, and it is being recorded. The Honorable Kenneth J. Fishman will be the presiding officer over today's pre-hearing conference. My name is Lizzie Smith, and I'm the hearings administrator for the Post Commission, and this matter is now before Judge Fishman.
All right. Well, good morning again, Counsel and Mr. Devine. We are here for a pre-hearing conference. I want to start by saying in reading your submitted pre-hearing memorandum, and thank you for filing those. I actually realized for the first time that you had filed your supplemental protective order, the supplement to the protective order. I know you did that back early last month. Somehow it just didn't get to my attention earlier than when I noticed it on your submission. So I apologize. We did, when I saw it, I reviewed it, I signed it, and it's been sent to you. I think, Lizzie, you sent it out this morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Have you both seen it? Have you both received it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. But as I read your submissions, it sounds like in and of itself, that didn't really cause it up. Create an obstacle to proceeding, because I think, in fact, Mr. Stowe, you say in your report that within the next 30 days, you're anticipating additional investigatory reports and/or witnesses' statement as a result of the civil case. Is that right?
That's correct, Your Honor. I talked to Attorney Martinez about this morning. I was out on vacation last week, but I did receive an email that I haven't gone through and completely yet. There's it's an email that was sent out on the 3rd, which was last Friday, with 30 attachments to it, which are part of the Attorney General's response in the underlying the collateral civil case. Additionally, I got an email that there is an external hard drive that's being picked up by the attorney who's spearheading the discovery with the Attorney General's office. I expect he would be picking that up this week, because that's an email again from Friday. And then I expect that will be distributed to the attorneys in the collateral civil case. So that's happening right now.
So the external hard drive would have this additional new discovery on it. Is that the idea?
Yes, I think that there's the 30 attachments we received on Friday, plus is an external hard drive which has, I presume, additional information, probably more voluminous information, because it's on a drive rather than being provided in an email.
So let me ask you, once that's attained, and once you have access to everything that's covered by the supplemental memo, a supplemental protective order, excuse me, are you aware of any other outstanding discovery that you're seeking or anticipating receiving?
No.
Okay. So maybe we can do some realistic scheduling toward a final hearing, if there is to be one.
Yes.
Okay. So let's think about that. Have you two talked about that at all?
We haven't, and I think it's because I want to see what I get. If I'm not expecting, I hope, another terabyte of information that the town produced in the collateral matter, but I don't know what's there. So it may take me some time to get through it. As I said, I'm working in a vacuum until I get the information. So scheduling would have to be, I'd suggest, something a couple of months out in order to provide us information. Plus, if there's additional witnesses, I need to file motions perhaps in the civil case to overcome the protective orders that are there, to call witnesses or get information introduced that I might not otherwise be able to do. So those could be obstacles for me as far as getting.
You mean this new discovery you anticipate might identify additional witnesses? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes. Yes, I know there's at least 18 witness statements that were identified in a court motion that was produced by the town. I guess the town is holding on to 18 reports in that collateral civil matter. It's actually a matter of public record that it talks about that the Attorney General's office has been ordered to produce records from the state police, but that the town has records from the state police, but they don't know if they're encompassed in the Attorney General's response or not. So there's actually a motion for some clarification on that pending in the civil matter. So there's at least 18 witness statements out there that there may be something I've seen already. I
Right.
suspect that some of them are, but I haven't seen 18 witness statements. I can say that clearly. I've probably seen about maybe 5 or 6. So there's something out there that I clearly haven't seen that might be helpful in this case.
And how about from the division's perspective?
I expect the only outstanding discovery just to be whatever Mr. Stowe receives. I expect that the remaining materials I have that will be responsive to discovery, I'll be able to turn over by tomorrow with the new supplementary order. So I believe it's around 250 pages, so I should be getting that to Attorney Stowe tomorrow.
So you're going to get rid of all your other cases, Mr. Stowe, as all the stuff pours in? Is that the idea?
I have quite a few cases.
I'm sure. Okay. Before we start talk schedule, what other? It sounds like, well, part of it is because you don't know what issues will arise from the additional discovery. But putting that aside, it doesn't sound like there's any dramatic issues that will come up in this, except perhaps, as you suggest, Mr. Stowe, some motions in limine and the like. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I can't speak to those because I believe the facts and circumstances fall under the umbrella of the protective order. So I can't speak to those in this forum.
Yeah, no, and I was asking sort of generally speaking, not,
Yes.
I don't want you to speak specifically about it. When we need to address those, we may have to deal with the confidentiality aspects of our proceedings a little bit in another way. Okay. What else? I am concerned that for the sake of the parties and for the sake of the process, about the delay, but I don't ascribe that to anybody's fault or anything. It's the circumstances surrounding this case. And it seems to me the parties have been diligent in their efforts to obtain and exchange discovery, and I appreciate that. But it is important that we move forward. So let's think about a schedule. You said a couple of months, you think, between the material you're about to get from the division as a result of the supplementary protective order being issued and the material that's coming at you as a result of the civil case.
Yes, and I have a couple of trials coming up as well that are going to
Excuse me. Sorry about that.
overlap this as well.
Okay, I'm certain that, and I'm cognizant of your individual schedules and other matters too, so that's fine. So give me a sense of realistically how much time you think you'll need to digest, in view of your schedule and the amount of material coming, to digest this material.
Well, Judge, if we can perhaps get a status date. I know we're in January 7th today, perhaps something mid-February, February 18, 19, 20, perhaps, and I'll have a better handle on where I am. And we can perhaps at that date get some firm dates.
How's that sound to you, Mr. Martinez?
That works for me, and I can come prepared at the next conference with witness schedules, just so we can set a realistic date.
Okay, that's helpful. At this point, it sounded like, and of course, I know this is subject to change. There may be lots of stuff that appears that changes the scope of the perspective of the hearing. It sounds like the way things stand now, you only have, not only, you have 6 witnesses in mind, is that right?
That's correct.
All right. And, let's see. And Mr. Stowe, it sounds like, again, understanding that there's a lot for you to review, that you've identified only 2 additional witnesses. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So let's grab a date for a status conference in February.
Based on the dates Attorney Stowe listed, how about February 18th? That's a Tuesday.
That works for me.
For me as well.
Good.
Great. So February 18th.
Are we always going to be this agreeable as a group here? Or do you think?
I think we are. Attorney Martinez and I, we can agree to disagree on certain things, but we get along well as far as communication and conveying of information.
Yeah, no, I've seen that and I appreciate that very much. Okay, so we'll do it 9:30 on February 18th.
Yes.
Lizzie, okay. Anything else you folks want to discuss at this point?
No, Your Honor.
No, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right, well, if you run into any obstacles on obtaining or exchanging, don't wait till the 18th. Let me know if you need me to intervene. Okay,
Certainly.
very good. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.